What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the boxing clinic, king y'all ass up with another video. And there's been some talk out there about Keith Thurman versus Lamont Peterson, and kind of a stay busy fight for Keith Thurman. And a lot of people, well, I won't say a lot, it's a good amount of people that want to see the fight, and some other people that's on the side of the fence like, I really don't give a shit about the fight. To me, it's a meaningless fight. And it seems like Peterson has these fans that just believe that he's a grade A type of fighter, or a B, B++ type of fighter. I think Peterson is a solid B- or maybe B fighter at the most. And over his career, he has came up short in every big fight. And usually when that happens in a boxer's career, they never really break through. He has some good wins over Amir Khan, but that was the slimmest of margins, and you had the same people, crying that he got robbed versus Danny Garcia, but this is the same dude that got gifts versus Felix Diaz, who got a gift draw versus Victor Ortiz. He got a gift versus Amir Khan. You know what I mean? And versus David Averizian, he looked decent. But you tell me that guy that fought Averizian, who kind of was rusty after the layoff, I'll give you that. But you telling me he can mess with Keith Thurman? Absolutely not. It's the same guy, Lamont Peterson, who got stopped by Lucas Matisse, got dropped by Timothy Bradley. And somebody tried to tell me, well, styles make fights, and Bradley would do the same thing to Keith. Maybe that was at 140. You know what I mean? Keith not going to run from Lamont Peterson, for the simple fact that Lamont Peterson can't punch, and for the fact that he knows that Lamont Peterson got a weak chin. Period. So the way that Keith probably came out versus Danny Garcia at first, aggressive, standing his ground, holding his ground, and letting his hands go and fire off, he's going to stop Lamont Peterson. I mean, you know what I mean? As long as he don't do all that tiptoeing and dancing, he stops Lamont Peterson. He gets back to basics, and people say, when the last time did Keith Thurman stop somebody? But you got to realize, man, like the guy told me, style make fights, and it do. And a style with Keith Thurman type of power, I don't care what you say. He didn't stop Sean Porter, but that's a dude that used to compete at 165 that say that Keith Thurman's the hardest puncher he ever felt, he ever been in with. Leonard Bundu kind of kept him off balance by switch hitting. You know what I mean? Danny Garcia, excellent chin, track record versus Lucas Matisse. Robert Guerrero, never been stopped. Dropped him, and had a tough, he was tough as nails. So you're looking at a career of fighters, that had never been stopped to that point in their career. Some of them never been dropped. Yes, when you step up in competitions, usually the knockouts stop and don't come. But this is a guy, Lamont Peterson, who been knocked down a couple times by Victor Ortiz at 140. Been knocked out by Lucas Matisse, been knocked out by feather-fisted Timothy Bradley. You know what I mean? So at the same time, this ain't no step up in competition from the fighters that he been fighting. This is a new weight class from Lamont Peterson. Yes, he likes to be aggressive and go to the body, and that's what he knows. If he comes in like he did with the Lamont Peterson fight, with the Lucas Matisse trying to box, and he gonna find out he can't box with Keith Thurman, because he can't. It's not Danny Garcia. He can't box with Keith Thurman. He couldn't box with Felix Diaz. When you figure out he can't box with Keith Thurman, what are you gonna do? Try to get aggressive and go for the body? He gonna get knocked out. It's a fight that I'd rather not see. I'd rather Keith Thurman, hold on, wait for the Earl Spence and the Kell Brook winner, or rematch Danny Garcia before I see Lamont Peterson. Maybe even an Amir Khan fight. I'll take that. I'll take a Jesse Vargas fight. I'll take a Timothy Bradley fight. I'll take a Manny Pacquiao fight if possible, but I understand that he probably wants to fight 3 times a year and stay busy. For the simple fact that he only fought once last year. Matter of fact, I'll take a Sean Porter-Berto fight over this one. But I understand he wants to stay busy, so I have no problem with the fight. It's not a fight that I want to see, but it's not a fight that's the caliber of Berto and Floyd Mayweather, Jeff Horn, and Manny Pacquiao, where I'm not going to see it, because I know I'm probably going to see Keith Thurman on free TV. But it's not a fight that I like, I got to see it, or I want to see it, or I'm going to go out my way to see it. I'm not going to go out and party and stop my plans to stop and see it. Just watching on review or DVR it. It's not one of those fights that's just a showstopper. But we gone.